Good morning, Rita madam. Good morning.
Mute आहे.
Okay.
आता बोलून बघ.
Good morning, Vibhati ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
My voice is audible now?
इको तयार होतोय मॅडम.
Oh, okay. Wait. Good morning, sir.
हा गुड मॉर्निंग मॅम.
आवाज बरोबर येतोय ना? इको नाही ना?
नाही नाही इको नाहीये पण
Okay.
माझा लॅपटॉपचा व्हिडिओचा काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम झाला आतापर्यंत चालू होता. आला तरी मी दुसऱ्या याच्यावरून जॉईन होतोय का?
ओके ओके.
गेला व्हिडिओ.
तर तुम्हाला होस्ट बनवू का?
को होस्ट बनवता येते काय गणेश?
को होस्ट नाही सर, आपलं घेतलेलं नाही ते काही. सर
हा हॅलो.
तुम्ही होस्ट झाले सर आता.
झालं का? बरं
हो 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 हो.
बरं ते युट्यूब
रेकॉर्डिंग पण चालू आहे आणि युट्यूब पण चालू आहे आता.
थांब मला थोडस गडबड झाली आता. YouTube कुठून बंद करू आता ते?
नाही तुम्ही
नाही, YouTube कुठून चालू झालं मग माझं? हा, गणेश, गणेश,
हा सर.
माझं YouTube वरून आवाज येत आहे.
असं का?
हा,
युट्यूबला चालू आहे का पण सर?
हा?
युट्यूबला चालू आहे ना पण?
पण ते YouTube माझं दिसून नाही राहिलं कुठेतरी. मला काय करावं लागेल, मी बॅक जातो आणि पुन्हा
बरं बरं ठीक आहे सर. मला होस्ट बनवा सर तोपर्यंत.
ओके, एक मिनिट. गणेश दिसत असतं नाही.
सर सायन्स कॉलेज नांदेड.
ओके ओके. हॅलो.
हा सर.
हॅलो.
हा सर.
हा, आता आवाज येत आहे?
हा सर.
ओके ओके. ते काय
हा,
लॅपटॉपचा काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम झाला, कॅमेरा डिटेक्ट होत नाही. आतापर्यंत मी केलं
ठीक आहे, बनवतो सर होस्ट तुम्हाला.
हो हो हो. किंवा मग माझं होऊन जाऊ दे ना, माझं झालं की मग पण.
बरं बरं ठीक आहे. हो सर.
थँक्यू. गणेश, गणेश.
हा हा सर.
हा, मी 2 नावांनी जॉईन झालोय बरं. त्यामुळे होस्ट बनवताना ते माझा जो हे चालू आहे कॅमेरा.
कॅमेरावाला हा विशाल मराठे नावाचा PM. आणि दुसरं कोणतं नाव आहे?
दुसरी विशाल मराठेच आहे.
अच्छा
किंवा
अच्छा,
मग
हा
मी
हा, ठीक आहे ठीक आहे. नाही, दोन्ही तर व्हिडिओ बंद आहे, व्हिडिओ आणि ऑडिओ दोन्ही पण बंद.
हा हा, म्हणजे जो
हा
आहे ना
ठीक,
याचा,
ते आहे, हा ते ओळखून घेतो मी आता.
हो हो, तसं ते लॅपटॉप वरून आहे. मी जो माझा फोटोग्राफ दिसते ना, तो लॅपटॉप वरून नाही.
हा हा, ठीक आहे ठीक आहे.
ते लॅपटॉप वालाही होस्ट केला तरी चालते, कारण हे बाकीचं मी व्हिडिओ वाला माझा याच्यावरून आहे.
बरं बरं बरं, ठीक आहे.
हा, कुलकर्णी मॅडम नमस्कार.
नमस्ते सर. गुड मॉर्निंग.
गुड मॉर्निंग मॅम.
सर, माझा मोबाईल पण मी जॉईन केलाय.
ओके ओके.
तर इन केस काही प्रॉब्लेम आला तर त्यांना म्हणजे करता येईल कनेक्ट तिकडून का थोड्या वेळाने करू मोबाईल?
नाही काही प्रॉब्लेम, फक्त मोबाईल तुमचा काय करा, तो म्यूट पण करा आणि त्याचा साऊंड पण हे करून
बंद
टाका.
करायचं. हो हो
साऊंड साऊंड बाहेर येणारा जो साऊंड आहे तो पण, नाही तर इको होईल.
हो. आणि व्हिडिओ पण ऑफ करते सर.
हा, व्हिडिओ पण ऑफ. काही
ओके.
प्रॉब्लेम.
नीट दिसत नाही. व्हिडिओ करा. व्हिडिओ.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
गुड मॉर्निंग. हे लिंक आपल्या ग्रुपमध्ये शेअर करू का सर? एसएन.
हा, लिंक शेअर करा.
झूमची लिंक.
हो हो.
मुंडे सर जॉईन नाही झाले.
सगळ्यांना हे करा. हं?
हो. मुंडे सरांना फोन करून देतो मी. गवई सर, गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
हा, गुड मॉर्निंग मराठे सर. गुड मॉर्निंग ऑल ऑफ. मराठे सर, पाटील सर जॉईन झाले का?
नाही दिसत आहेत.
नाही का? फोन करू का?
हो हो. विभाती मॅडम त्या मॅडम जॉईन झालेत का गेस्ट?
नाही सर, आणखी
नाही का?
सांगायचं का त्यांना?
हा, होऊन जातील, कारण पाटील सर जॉईन होईपर्यंत आपल्याला चालूच व्हायचं आहे.
चालेल,
कारण
चालेल.
9:15 वाजतच आहे आता.
हो सर, हो, मी फोन करते त्यांना.
हो हो. अजू अजू आवाज नको, आवाज नको बिलकुल.
मराठे सर.
मराठे सर आपले रिसोर्स पर्सन जॉईन झाले.
हॅलो.
एक मिनिट.
हा
जयश्री मॅडम. जयश्री मॅडम.
व्हायचेच सर बहुतेक.
व्हायचं का? बरं.
पाटील सर झालेत का जॉईन?
होता दादा. हो.
गवई सर, रिसोर्स पर्सन मॅम जॉईन झालेत. ओके, विभाती मॅम सर जॉईन झालेत.
येस सर.
ओके,
मॅडम पण जॉईन झाल्या असतील.
हो झालेत. येस मॅडम.
या सो कॅन वी बिगिन सर?
Yes, madam.
गवई सर. ओके.
Yes, madam.
In the changing situations, higher education systems are expected to find out the intellectual and innovative ideas from the students and transform these ideas into startups. In this regard, the matters of intellectual property rights are necessary to be known. So awareness about it among the students, researchers, faculty members is needed. Taking into consideration these needs, Nanded Education Society Science College Nanded is organizing this seminar. Good morning and very warm welcome to all in one-day national seminar on career opportunities in intellectual property rights, organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell of Nanded Education Society Science College Nanded. My name is Dr. Vibhati Kulkarni. As an IQAC coordinator, I say thank you for joining us. I welcome virtually to all the dignitaries in the inauguration program of the seminar. We have with us Honorable CA Dr. Praveen Patil sir, Vice President of Nanded Education Society, Nanded, who will also honor the presidential chair of the function and inaugurate the program. I also welcome respected Principal Dr. D.U. Gawai sir, all head of the departments, governing council, all eminent teachers, and all the researchers, students who are participating in this seminar. I welcome our resource persons, Dr. Jayashree Bengali, Madam, and Dr. M.N. Bimesh, sir, and I request Dr. Marathe, sir, to lead and start the program. In that, I request him to brief today's seminar. Over to you, sir.
Okay.
Dr. Marathe, sir.
Okay. Thank you, madam. May I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, you are.
Okay. Good morning to all. I am Dr. Vishal Marathe, Assistant Professor in Botany. I am here to give brief introduction about this seminar. President of today's seminar, Honorable CA Dr. Praveen Patil sir, Vice President, Nanded Education Society, Nanded. Respected Dr. D.U. Gavi sir, Principal, Science College, Nanded. Resource person for today's seminar, Dr. Jayashree Bengali from Pune and Dr. Yemen Bhimesh from Bangalore. GC members of Nanded Education Society, College Development Committee members, all head of departments, member of IQAC, faculty members, and all dear participants. I wholeheartedly welcome you all for one-day national seminar on career opportunities in IPR, organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell, IQAC, NES Science College, Nanded, Maharashtra. Our college is organizing various seminars and workshops for the benefit of society and to decipher the knowledge among the students. Today's seminar is on very important topic, intellectual property right, that is IPR. It is organized by our college in order to make all us aware about its importance and all the basic aspects. IPR refers to the legal right given to the inventor or creator to protect his invention or creation for a certain period of time. IPR is a strong tool to protect investment, time, money, efforts invested by the inventor of an intellectual property. Thus, IPR in this way supports the economic development of a country by promoting healthy competition and encouraging industrial development and economic growth. From dawn to dusk, that is from morning to evening, we come across intellectual properties. The items have a very wide range and are related to food, shelter, and clothing, things of survival, comfort, and pleasure. We deal with these assets, including waking up from a Godrej interior bed, using a supportive sleep mattresses and pillows, getting a cup of Taj Mahal tea, to wearing a Nike tracksuit and shoes for the morning walk, a Parle bread or Mother Dairy milk at a tea, or a cup of Nescafe, driving to the office in a Tata or Maruti car, in the evening watching Sony television, and setting alarm to wake up in the morning in a Titan watch. We are using the items which are somebody's intellectual properties. These properties are protected by a copyright or a right to copying or a trademark. As the life of a common man is very closely connected with the papers and goods that are under human property protected by laws. Without the owner's consent, the copying, altering, and illegal duplication of these objects, which constitute a serious offense. Therefore, for us, knowledge of intellectual property right is needed. In this modern era, intellectual property right play a significant role on trade of every nation. So there are much more career opportunities in this sector. Though it is very important topic, but still we don't know much about it. When we thought about intellectual property, only thing comes into our mind is patent. But apart from this, it includes copyrights, patents, trademarks, trade secrets, and so on. So by keeping these things in the mind, this seminar is organized today. The main aim or objective behind the organization of this seminar is to provide basic and valuable information about IPR, to know how to stimulate the innovation ecosystem with the help of IPR, to acquire the information about the career opportunities in IPR, and to understand how to incorporate an organization's intellectual property into startups and incubation centers. So for this purpose, today we have with us very renowned resource person for this seminar. Dr. Jayashree Aniket Bengali, Head Department of Electronics, Kaveri College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Pune. She will be delivering her talk on topic IPR, laws and career opportunities. And then we have Dr. Yemen Bimesh, Director, NIALS and Senior Advisor, ALMT, Legal Advocate and Solicitor, Bangalore. He will share his talk on the topic intellectual property right and overview. I'm very happy to share the information that we have more than 200 participants from all over the India. I assure these participants that they will get valuable information from seminar and will be satisfied by the resource person. I feel gratitude as it is always possible to conduct such seminars and workshops due to the blessings and guidance of respected Dr. Venkateshji Kabde sir, respected Sau Shyamal Patki ma'am, respected CA Dr. Praveen Patil sir, respected Sri Praful Kumar Agarwal sir, and respected principal of our college, Dr. D. Ugavi sir. Lastly, I would like to thank Dr. Mrs. V. V. Kulkarni ma'am, IQAC coordinator, and principal Dr. D. Ugavi sir for giving me opportunity to become an organizing secretary for this seminar. I'm also thankful to all the organizing team members for their support and all-time help. Now, I request Dr. Kulkarni ma'am to lead the program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Over to you, madam. Okay.
Thank you, sir, for briefing the seminar. Now, I would like to request respected principal of our college, Dr. D.U. Gavai, sir, to address the August gathering. Over to you, sir. Principal Dr. D.U. Gavai, sir.
Very good morning, all of you. Honorable President of this national seminar, respected CA Dr. Praveen Patil sir, who is Vice President of Nanded Education Society, Nanded, Honorable Chief Guest and the resource person, Dr. Jayashree Aniket Bengali, Head Department of Electronics, Kaveri College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Pune. Another resource person and chief guest, Dr. Yemen Bhimesh sir, Director, NIALS and Senior Advisor, ALMT, Legal Advocates and Solicitors, Bangalore. Organizing Secretary of this national seminar, Dr. V.R. Marathe, Joint Organizing Secretary and IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Mrs. Vibhati Kulkarni ma'am, and another Joint Organizing Secretary, Dr. K.R. Gaikwad, with Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics. All the heads of the department of our college, all the participants from different parts of the country and abroad, faculty of college, technical and administrative staff, fellow delegates and students. It's a moment of great privilege and honor for me to extend a hearty welcome to all of you today at this memorable event of the National Seminar on Career Opportunities in Intellectual Property Rights. On behalf of college, I extend my thanks and appreciation to today's chief guest and the resource person who have accepted our invitation and spared their valuable time for this seminar. It's my pleasure to introduce our college in brief. Our college is run by Nanded Education Society, Nanded. This education society is established in 1950 by Pujya Swami Ramanand Tirth, who was a great visionary and leader of Hyderabad liberation struggle. Our college is re-accredited with A grade by NAC in third cycle with CGPA 3.38. It is recognized by DST for FISH program. We received college with potential for excellence CPA status by UGC New Delhi in to MSc and PhD. Currently, the college is offering 15 science subjects and 15 science subjects at UG level and 11 subjects at PG level. Out of these 11 subjects, there are 2 PG programs which are run on grant basis, MSc Botany and MSc Mathematics. Along with this, we have a innovative program that is in MSc Herbal Medicine. The college provides an environment and ambience of learning and teaching in higher education to support and promote research and innovative learning and teaching practices. We have central research facility with latest equipment. Therefore, research at Science College has become an integral part of teaching and learning. As far as research project is concerned, 4 major projects and 18 minor research projects. Our academic standards persistently improve, and therefore there are 40 university rank holders at PG level in last 5 years. 40 students qualified NET, SET, GATE, PET, IIT, JAM examination. The library facilities is provided with more than 35,000 books. There are e-books, e-journals to update the knowledge to keep space with global students. Active NSS unit awarded as best NSS unit at state level. Collected more than 6,000 blood bottles and donated to blood bank. NCC unit is one of the best unit in our university jurisdiction. One student selected as lieutenant in Indian Army through UPSC. Sports facilities includes big ground, and there is a 400 meter running track and indoor hall with 4 wooden courts. We have medicinal plant garden with 130 medicinal plant species, greenhouse for conservation of rare and endangered plant species. We have biogas unit, fish tank, vermicompost unit, and lush green campus. I am highly encouraged to share that many of our students occupying higher positions in several renowned organizations both in India and abroad. The college is at forefront in organizing seminars, conferences, workshops, then extension lectures to enhance the teaching and learning competency of learners. This seminar is one of the part. This college provides quality education which enables students not only to thrive in academics but also motivate them towards character building, leadership, extra and co-curricular activities. A very strong, dedicated and capable team of teaching and non-teaching staff has always been our governing body members, well-wishers, and all those who have given their active support to organize this seminar. Once again, I welcome you all for participation. Wishing a grand success of the seminar. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your guidance and motivation. Now I take opportunity to welcome and request Honorable CA Dr. Pravinji Patil, sir, President of the today's function, to address us on this occasion and declare that the program is inaugurated.
A very warm good morning to all of you. First of all, I pay my sincere homage to the founder, president, and the great freedom fighter of India, late Swami Ramanand Tirthaji. I welcome all of you, all the participants taking part in today's seminar. Convener of the today's seminar, Principal, Science College, Dr. D.U. Gavai sir, and Organizing Secretary, Dr. V.R. Marathi sir, Joint Organizing Secretary, Dr. Mrs. Vibhati Kulkarni, Dr. K.R. Gaikwad, and today's attraction, the resource persons, Dr. Jayashri Aniket Bengali and Dr. M.N. Bhimesh, and all of you. Friends, this is surprising for me, though I am a Vice President of Nanded Education Society. I myself is a chartered accountant and also a law graduate. I was surprised when I saw the topic of today's seminar. Actually, it could have been arranged by the law college, but it has been arranged by the science college, the only one faculty college. I'm proud of science college for organizing this type of seminars. In fact, question come to a common man's mind, why we should know the law. Advocates are there, and one of the speaker is advocate. So advocates are there, then why we should understand the law? Why we should know the law? Simple reason is, everybody is not expected to practice in a law. It means everybody shall not go to the court of law and plead your case. There are advocates, no doubt, they will look up that. But then why we shall understand the law? Very simple thing. The respective law in which field you are working shall be known by everyone. Everyone. The reason is, there shall not be breach of law. There shall not be breach of law. So if you are a research scholar and you are doing a research and you are copying some material from somebody's copyrights or patents, then you will be in a big trouble. Why? Because there are protective laws. That person, if he comes to know that somebody has stolen or copied his material, intellectual material, then definitely he may take an action against anybody, the breacher, basically. Therefore, we shall know the law. Very simple in our life, day-to-day life, we know the basic laws. While going on the road, we take the left side, we don't drive from the right side. Why? Because we know that there is a law to drive from the left side and not from the right side. We know that in one way we shall not enter when entry is restricted. Why we follow that? Because there is a law. If you don't follow, you'll be punished. So intellectual property right, this today's speaker will throw the light on that particular law, definitely, because you all are intellectual people and you shall know what is your right and how to protect it. Therefore, intellectual property right is very important. I hope that you know what is trademark, what is patent, what is copyright, and other things which needs a protection of law. Being a democratic country like India, it is not Afghanistan, it is India. And therefore, law prevails. And when law prevails, we shall know the law. And therefore, it is the duty of every citizen of India to know the law, to abide by the law, and to see that if somebody breaches the law, then take the legal action against the breacher of the law. So today's seminar is very, very important. Intellectual like you will be having the assets, intellectual assets of your researchers, and you shall protect your researchers by your patents, copyrights, or any other thing. I'm proud to mention here that one of our lecturer, Muneshwar, has invented in mathematics a theorem called RAM, RAM, RAM. I hope that after this seminar, by listening the IPR, he will get it registered very soon so that it will be protected. And there may be many of you who will be having such type of intellectual property, and they will protect it. See, protection is a need of life. Even when a farmer goes to the farm for cultivation or day-to-day activities, he takes his roti protected by the cloth. He take that in a cloth. He don't keep it in open. It is not intellectual property, but just for the example, that protection is required everywhere. Then why not for the intellectual property? And due to the globalization, there are possibilities of copying and reproducing your intellectual inventions by somebody else. So there is a very much need of protection of intellectual property. I wish all of you a very healthy and needy knowledge given by the today's speakers. And I'm sure that after attending today's seminar, you all intellectual people will come to know what is intellectual property right, how to get it protected, and what not to be breached of others' intellectual material. So I wish you all the best and hereby declare that today's seminar has been inaugurated. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your meticulous guidance. We are eager to see today's resource person. So now I request Dr. Preeta Borkar Madam to introduce today's first resource person, Dr. Jayashree Bengali Madam. Over to you, Dr. Preeta Madam.
Thank you, Vibhati ma'am. Good morning to all. I am Dr. Preeta, Associate Professor in Agricultural Microbiology, Department of Botany, Microbiology and Biotechnology, NES Science College, Nanded. I feel privileged to introduce one of the eminent speakers of the day, Dr. Jayashree Aniket Bengali, Head, Department of Electronics, Kaveri College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Pune. Priorly, she worked as a faculty in Modern College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Shivaji Nagar, Pune. She has a vast experience in intellectual property right. She is recipient of 2 awards for articles on intellectual property rights by Legal Writers Award for outstanding research work titled Copyright, an Important Element of IPR, and the other one getting patent in India and foreign countries by Legal Service India. She had successfully completed courses in IPR on NPTEL online portal. Those are Innovation by Design, Managing IP in Universities, Patent Law for Engineers and Scientists, Patent Drafting for Beginners, Patent Search for Engineers and Lawyers, Road for Patent Creation. She has also presented research papers on intellectual property right in national and international webinars and conferences. She has published over 40 research papers in the Journal of National and International Repute and having Google Scholar citation of 250 with H index 6 and I index 5. She has published over 29 textbooks as co-author in the subject of electronics and computer science. She is a recognized MPhil and PhD guide, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune. And she's having an industrial experience of 3.5 years and 21 years of teaching. She has also handled huge responsibilities and also handling many responsibilities such as college examination officer, then IQAC coordinator till date. She is head of quality improvement program QIP committee. She is head of Kaveri Research and Innovation Cell from 2015, and she is the head of Science Association too. She is recipient of Best Teacher Award in Applied Sciences given by Global Society of Basic and Applied Sciences, Mumbai, and Soil and Water Conservation Society, Kathmandu, Nepal in the year 2016-17. She is the recipient of Best Teacher and Best Achievement Award by Kannada Sangh Kaveri Group of Institutes. She had added one more feather in her cap, and that is Sincerity Award, which is in the year 2015-16 by Kannada Sangh's Kaveri Group of Institutes. So this is only just a brief and sweet introduction of Dr. Jayashree Bengali ma'am, who is going to deliver her talk on intellectual property rights, laws, and career opportunities. Thank you, organizing secretary, for giving me this opportunity to introduce her. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Preeta ma'am. I welcome Dr. Jayashree Bengali madam now, and I would like to request to enlighten us with her knowledge.
Yes, thank you so much for such a nice introduction, and thank you all the management members and professor of the college for inviting me for this national webinar. Just a minute, I will share my screen so that you can see my PPTs. Madam, can you just enable the hosting
Ganesh,
so that I can share the
Ganesh,
screen?
please allow madam to share the screen.
Sir, madam, the host बनवले.
Okay, madam, you are host now.
Yes,
Share
yes.
the screen.
Yeah. Is it visible to all of you?
It is started. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Visible to all of you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So today's topic is IPR laws and career opportunities. So I will just start with the what is intellectual property, then what is IPR, and then different laws, and then career opportunities in IPR, and the last section will be about the incubation and startup sales. So this is the presentation outline. Okay, so starting directly with the laws, because Vibhati madam has said that students will be there and also staff members will be there. So I have prepared my presentation in such a way that students will also get some knowledge and also some guidance to the staff members of the college. So this is the outline of presentation. So starting with the property now, I will just take it fast because just initial information students and maybe staff members know about it. So just brief about it. So what is property? Property is nothing but the property which we can see physically. So there are actually two types, tangible and intangible. Tangible property, that is the things we can see. It may be anything. So starting from the chair to land, house, jewelry, anything. Okay, so this is called as a tangible property. So what is intangible property? That is not physically present or not in physically form. So all these are called as a intangible property, and intellectual property is the type of intangible property. So intellect such as invention, books, designs, new idea, new processes, new methods, anything can be called as a intellectual property. So this is an intangible property which cannot be defined or identified by its own physical parameters, but it has a commercial value. So this WIPO, you might be knowing, it's a World Intellectual Property Organization, which is the first organization of US, and they have started this IPR laws, and then the world and the other countries started following it. So it refers to creation of the mind, such as invention, literary, artistic work, design, symbol, names, images. Okay, so all this comes under the intellectual property. So what is the IPR, or what is intellectual property rights? So it's basically a legal rights conferred on intellectual property. So usually popularly we known as a IPR. So what is the need of this intellectual property rights is it's a very, you can say, history is starting from 18th century. So in 1873 actually, when in Vietnam they have the exhibitions, and some of the countries they felt that their ideas can be stolen, and at that time actually the need of intellectual property arises, and after that the journey has started, you can say. So what is it? Basically, it gives the recognition to the creator or inventor, and it gives the financial benefits also. So mainly IPR deals with the rights, the creation of the things, innovative things, and its enforcement. Enforcement is related with the laws. And as sir has rightly pointed that every body should know about the IPR and IPR laws, and how to protect our invention. So this is very important to know about the laws. And if any person or any inventor, suppose wanted to file patent or maybe for the copyright, they should know the laws. So IP can be created anywhere, colleges, schools, universities, research lab, companies, anywhere by any inventor. So this is just a history. It was started in the 1883, and then it go on continuing the modifications in the IPR. So at the beginning of the 20th century, many countries were either isolated or at the war with each other, and then actually all the countries are started realizing that how it is important to protect the invention, to protect the ideas, and how it can be protected. And then IPR laws came into picture after World War II. So the main, you can say, problem, or maybe you can say that all the countries, they are having different IP laws. So intellectual property laws are not the same throughout the world. Each country has their own laws. Okay, so if any inventor has filed patent in India, then it is that idea or that patent is not protected in the other country. So that is maybe the one of the, you can say, disadvantage, or maybe it's a problem of 21st century. So this I have already told. So the start of globalization caused two things to happen during the latter portion, is that this TRIPS and PCT, these two are very, very important treaty. Now, what do you mean by treaty? Treaty is nothing but it's a actually agreement signed by the different countries. So countries agree that we will follow these rules and conditions. That is known as a treaty. So this TRIPS, that is trade related aspects of IP, and this PCT, that is patent corporation treaty. So we have signed these two treaty, okay, in 90s. And then actually in India, we have started filing the patents in the international level. So this is just a history about the IPR. Now in India, we have actually started this IPR in 1856, but it came into the picture in 1911 when we have formed the Indian Patent and Design Act. And then it was amended many times. So, but today we are following the Patent Act, which is a 1970, which was formed in 1970. Then there were many amendments done. From 2001, 2005, 9, and recently in 2019 also we have amended this patent law. So just to brief about the types of intellectual property rights, I will just take it brief because many students and staff members know about it. So these are the two categories, basically in industrial property and copyright. These two are the, you can say, categories of the IP. So in industrial property, invention, trademark, industrial design, GI will come, and in copyrights, all the literally artistic work and painting, photograph, sculpture, horticulture design, everything comes under the copyright. So if you just have the different types of IPR. So these are the basic types of intellectual property rights, starting from patents, copyrights to plant varieties and farmer rights. So one by one, we will see what is it exactly, and what are the laws of all this, and what laws says. In brief, I will just tell about all these things. Sorry, just a minute. Yeah, starting from patents. So what is a patent? Basically, it's the first type of intellectual property rights, right? And as the sir has already pointed out that our life is starting from electrical lighting to iPhone to any machine or any toothbrush also, your shoes also. So everything they have now patented or maybe have the legal rights of that product. So patents are the first type of intellectual property right. And what it gives to the inventor, it gives exclusive right to the owner to exclude others from making, using, selling that product. This is very, very important. So if any inventor has a patent, then others cannot use it without his permission. Otherwise, that inventor can file the infringement in the court. So what can be patented now? Now, an invention can be defined as a process or product, means any process or any product or new idea can be patented. But there are some, you can say, law. According to the patent law, we have to fulfill all the conditions, and then only that idea or process or product can be patented. So what is it basically? The invention should be new. That is the first and foremost condition, that your invention should be new. It should not be the idea from any previous publication available, or company is suppose using that idea, then it cannot be patented. So invention must be fulfilling three conditions. That three conditions are useful, novel, and non-obvious. Now, what is it exactly? So to be novel, an invention must be different from anything else that is public knowledge. So whatever publicly available, anything in any type of form, that is not allowed. So invention should be different from the anything else that is publicly available. Okay, so it should be new, it should be novel. The second is also very important, to be non-obvious. Now, what do you mean by non-obvious is that the invention must not be easily perceived by a person of expertise of that field. Means, I will just explain this. What do you mean by non-obvious is, suppose I'm a person from the electronics subject, and then suppose any inventor has filed the patent related to electronics, that being a expert in the electronics field, that invention should be new to me also. Okay, so that is the meaning of non-obviousness. Means the invention must not be easily perceived. Means that person also should not perceive that invention. That is the meaning of this non-obvious. And third one is the useful, that is, the invention should have an industrial application. It should be useful to the society. It should be useful somewhere. So it should have an industrial application. So if these three conditions are fulfilled, then only any inventor can file the patent of that invention. And this is also important because now, because of the time restriction, I'm not going to the details of the patent law, because otherwise I should have explained the entire patent law. There are 162 sections and 23 chapters of this Patent Act 1970. But just to brief about, because we have decided the presentation in this way. So according to the section 3 of Indian Patent Act 1970, what is not patentable? This is also important because any person now can file any can say patent in this case. So what is not patentable is given in the section 3. So any invention which is playful, laughing, related to atomic energy, based on traditional knowledge, or maybe which is injurious to human health. So all these inventions are not patentable according to the law. So mathematical or business method, computer programs, you can have the copyright of computer program, but you cannot have the patent of it. So literary, dramatic, musical, all these things are not allowed. So once you file the patent, then its duration is 20 years. So this is just to give an idea that from now thousands of patents are already filed and people are enjoying financial benefits of this patents. So this is just for example I have given you. Trademark also, you are aware about trademark. It's a sign or logo, and its act was 1958. So these are the trademarks. You already know this, starting from Nike to Ford, BMW, McDonald's, Microsoft Windows, all these are the trademarks. Geographical indications, yes, it's a special quality which are influenced by geographical climate or soil. And WIPO defines this GI term, which is a means of protection of name, symbol, or place. So the duration of GI is 10 years. And this also you might be knowing that the Tirupati Balaji Laddu, or maybe Darjeeling tea, Banarsi silk, and Rasgulla, many more have now filed GI. So this Darjeeling tea actually is a very famous and first GI tag, because we have to fight for this actually. So this just a history I have given you about this case. Actually, it's a study case in IPR, and this the Tea Board of India actually have to fight for this, and it was started in 2003, and we have got this GI in 2011. Okay, so this is the first and most interesting GI, and the Tea Board of India has faced series of hurdles and challenges. Okay, because other country have filed a GI for this Darjeeling tea, and they are using this word Darjeeling, so we have to fight for that. And recently also, if you just heard about that, Puneri Pagdi, it's a specialty of the Pune, they have also filed GI. Then industrial designs. So industrial design can comprise of ornament or aesthetic aspect of any article. So a layout, design of semiconductor, integrated circuit, those who are from the science and electronics, they might be knowing about this. And its duration is 10 years. So starting from the shape of the bottle, sandal, then design of the shoes, then ornament, then design of chair, then bicycle, everything. These are the examples of industrial designs. The another is a trade secret. this is also very, very important because the main, I cannot say that it's a disadvantage, but main point in the patent filing is that you have to publicize your invention. Then you get the rights of that patent. So there is a little bit, you can say, means some of the people may feel that their idea can be stolen. So they don't want to file a patent, because before getting the patent, you have to publicize your invention. So some of the companies, they think about having the trade secret and invention which is not patentable but useful for business, or they can have the trade secret. So example is keep it secret or disclose it to the others. So in patent we have to disclose it. In trade secret we can keep it secret. So some of the examples is, one of the popular example is the Coca-Cola. So the formula of the Coca-Cola is a trade secret. The design of the shape, the trademark, everything they have actually rights, but they have kept their formula for making the Coca-Cola drink is trade secret. So these are the another examples of trade secret. So this is formula, this KFC kitchen recipe, and the Google page rank formula, that algorithm, that is also trade secret. Then copyright, we can have the copyright for our own literary and artistic work. So what is it? Basically, it's a right to copy. So this right to copy is available with the creator or author only. Other cannot use it. That is the Copyright Act. And the copyright protects the expression of the idea and not the content or idea as such. So this is the difference between the patent and copyright. Means what? If you have an idea that cannot have the copyright, it should be patented under patent law. Okay, because copyright protects only expression of an idea and not the idea itself or content itself. So these are the few things which comes under the Copyright Act: musical work, artistic work, photographic work, motion pictures, computer programs. So it is, the duration is very long. Once you have the copyright of your material, then it's 60 years of the person when it file the copyright. Then next is the plant variety and farmer rights. So we many farmers actually invent the different breeds of the plant, and that should be protected somewhere, otherwise it can be stolen. So this also one of the law. Protection of integrated circuit layout design, this is another law, and the duration is 10 years. So whatever is the circuits now, because now today we are just having the mobile which can be held by your hand, and it is becoming smaller and smaller day by day. So what is behind this is nothing but it's ICs that are used. So there is a tremendous development in the IC fabrication, that is integrated circuit fabrication, and that's why we have to protect this by law. Biological diversity is also important, because the traditional knowledge means the knowledge which is available from the generation. So in India, in Ayurveda, we have this thing that from generation to generations, the knowledge is passed, and they have a medicine, Ayurvedic medicines, and that should be protected somewhere. So that can be protected under this. So this traditional knowledge digital library is available, and it is having set up in 2001 by Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. So it is with the Ministry of Ayush. So under this, actually, we can file this, and there are already more than 3 lakhs entries in this. So this is the act, the Biological Diversity Act 2002, which was enacted for the preservation of biological diversity. So up to this, we have seen the different types of intellectual property and intellectual property rights. So just in brief, now we will see the different laws of IPR. These are the laws of IPR. First one is the Copyright Act, which was actually 1957. Means today we are following this Copyright Act 1957. Then patent 1970. Then trademark under Trade and Merchandise Marks, that is 1958, and design under Design Act 1911. So just in a few minutes, we will see these laws in brief, what it says and what is possible to under this particular act, that we will see. So according to the Indian Copyright Act, literally dramatic, musical, artistic work. Now in this next slide, you can just see what can be protected under copyright. So these many things you can protect under copyright. So computer softwares, their drawings, maps, photographs, sculptures, sound recording, TV, radio, broadcast, books, novels, everything you can be have the copyright of these materials. And once you have the copyright, then you can actually other persons cannot use it. And if it was happened that other person is using it, the owner can file an infringement case. So actually in the movies and sound recording and this thing, many can say cases are filed that this story was a particular writer has written the story, and other maybe producer used that idea and then make a film or movie on that, and etc. So it is it's very difficult to actually prove that this is the copyright of the person if it is not filed, because according to the law, what the copyright law says, that once you have written something or once you have created something, then the copyright of that material by default goes to the owner. You don't have to file it. Actually, you don't have to file the copyright in the according to the law. But suppose any person is taking advantage of your material, and then if you want to file the infringement case against that, then in that case you should have the filed copyright. Okay, so that is the main, you can say, main point of this Copyright Act. So this is the section 14 of Copyright Act, says in this way that reproducing any work or storing it in electronic form, issuing copies of the work, performing, communicating the work to public. So all these rights goes to the owner. Then, as I said, we have signed this TRIPS agreement. It's a trade-related intellectual property rights. According to this, actually, once our country has signed this TRIPS agreement and also PCT agreement, then we have to follow the rules and regulation set by this. And according to this, we can file a copyright for the computer program also. So software or which is related with the hardware, you can have the copyright. We can have the copyright for the artistic work also, cinematographer film also, sound recording also. So all these things comes under Copyright Act. Okay, so the works covered by copyright include the list which I have given in the PPT. So from the film, music, then artistic work, painting, drawing, photograph, all these things comes under the Copyright Act. What cannot be patented is, as I said, the idea concept is not under copyright. Anybody want to say something? Any question?
No, madam, no.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
I thought that some doubt is there. Okay. So what cannot be protected under Copyright Act? These are the actually titles, names, short films. They are not allowed under Copyright Act. Now, suppose we want to file a copyright of the material that we have created. So what is the procedure I have given in short on the PPT? You have to file the application online on the website copyright.gov.in. Then application number is generated. Then we have to wait, because the authority of the Copyright Office, they have to go through this application. If there are no objection, then after scrutiny, examiners will scrutinize your application, and then if there is no objection, then if discrepancy found, then the letter will be issued to the owner, and if it is sought out and if it is satisfied, then that person will get copyright. Otherwise, if it is not satisfied, then application will be rejected. So this is the in general copyright process. And one more important thing I would just highlight here, that any person can directly file copyright on this website. Okay, it's not necessary that you should have some lawyer or you should have some patent agent for this. You can just go through the application, prepare the application very carefully, and just file it on the. So this is actually the copyright application. This is the format. This format is also given on the website. So you can prepare the application in this format and you can submit the application. So duration, lifetime of the author plus 60 years. So it's a very, very long duration. GI, so geographical indication is governed by the Act 1999. Okay, so any association of person, producer, organization established by or under the law, they can file. So here one point is important that according to the law of GI, a single person cannot file it actually. मीन सपोज मी आता पुण्यात राहते आणि मला समजा पुणेरी पगडीची फाईल करायचा जी आहे सो इट इज नॉट अलाउड. It should be an association of person, it should be a producer, it should be the manufacturer of that thing. They can file the actually GI for that particular thing. So the duration is 10 years and after 10 years you can renew it. So this is the another law which is 2001. It was established in 2001. It is for the plant breeders. So it is for the farmers. So if recently we have, you must have read the news about that. पुण्याच्या पेपरमध्ये आलं होतं की सीताफळाचं एक नवीन ब्रीड फाइंड आउट झालेलं आहे आणि देन दॅट पर्सन दॅट फार्मर हॅव फाइल्ड अंडर दिस लॉ टू प्रोटेक्ट द ब्रीड. So layout design, this is also one of the law which is established in 2000 and the Department of Information Technology and the Semiconductor Integrated Circuits Layout Design Registry. So under this, you can have the copyright of this copyright or maybe rights, not copyright, rights of this layout designs. Then trademark, we follow the Trademark Marks Act 1999. Under this, you can file the trademark. So what is the essential thing for the filing the trademark is nothing but the mark should be distinct, not deceptive or contrary to law or morality, and not identical or similar to any earlier marks. So it should be different from the others. Okay, so it should be unique. Then only you can file the trademark. So these are the different trademarks. Very few I have listed here. There are a number of trademarks, thousands of trademarks we have. So these are the popular one. So Design Act, it's an industrial design. The main thing is that your article is in a 2 or 3 dimension, or it may be combination or both. So this protection is received only for the appearance of the article and not how it works. Means, see, anything now, the electrical jug you are saying, so how this electric jug is working, that is not under this act. But the design of this you can have the under this Design Act. Okay, so this is the actually difference. And duration of the protection initially is for 10 years and you can extend it for the 5 years. Now see, these are the some of the popular examples. Okay, so this is the jewelry design, this is shoes design. Then some of the branded companies, they have the design of this clothes also. Then shape of this bottle, shape of the shoes, then shape of this car, chair, all this comes under the Design Act. Then important thing is about the patent law. So patent law, as I said, is that you have to publicize your invention before getting the patent to the patent office. Okay, so what is it? It's a Patent Act 1970. So inventor can directly file the patent application, or inventor can go to the assignee or go to the lawyer or go to the patent agent, and then with the help of that they can file the patent to the patent office. So this Patent Act was amended many times. Okay, so introduction of product patent protection for food, pharmaceutical and chemical invention. This was a very you can say important amendment done in the law, because last year we have seen that because of this COVID, there is a tremendous demand for the vaccine for this COVID, and this many pharmaceutical companies actually can have the monopoly of this. But as we have amended the law and we have the proper law for this, the pharmaceutical companies have to take the permission of the government, and then only they can actually sell their products. So because of this amendment, we actually realized this or experienced this last year. Now coming to the patent application. Now to file any patent, it's very to prepare the application, it's very can say critical to draft the application, because see the sanctioning or granting the patent depends upon the draft itself, how you have prepared it. and how it is powerful. So that is the main thing. So provisional application is one of the type of the patent application. So when the inventor is not quite ready with the invention and he don't want to lose priority date. Now, what do you mean by this priority date? Means suppose I have develop one product and I want to file the patent. Then the date when I file the patent is the date of that my patent authority. Okay, so from that date, I will get the office will grant the patent for me. Okay, so it is very important. That date is very important. So if you don't want to lose time, and if you have to buy some time, then the one of the method is you can file a provisional application. So you can just file the provisional application. You can have some time to complete your invention, and then you can go for the final submission of the patent application. If your invention is completely ready, then you can file the complete application. This is actually the format of the application. We will see in the next slide also this format. Then till this point, these two applications for the patent in India. Now, suppose we want to file the patent abroad or in other countries also. So how you can file? So if any person want to file the patent in other countries, then through PCT. So this PCT is a patent cooperation treaty. So 152 countries now, this number is actually increased to 180 also. So 180 countries have signed this PCT. Means what? Whatever is the rules regulation under this PCT, every country which has signed this, they have to follow the rules and regulation. Okay, so if you want to file the patent in international level, then you have to go for this PCT. Okay, and this comes under World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO. Divisional application is a further application divided out to the first mentioned patent application. Means you have filed one application, and then again you want to file the another. Means it is divided into two parts. Then it comes under the divisional application. Then patent of addition means you have already filed the patent and the process is already started. And then after maybe 1 month, you find some another invention which is related to the first one. Then you can have the patent of addition application, which is just an improvement in or modification of the invention. Okay, so that is also possible through this kind of application. Now, this is the procedure for getting the grant of patent in India, which is very, very important. How, because many people ask me that what is the tentative time required to grant the patent. So it's a long process. It will minimum takes 2 to 2.5 years actually once you have filed the application. So first step is that you have to file the application in Indian Patent Office. Then formality checks means all the documents are attached or no, that is checked by the office. Then it is publication. As I said, when you are filing the patent, you have to publicize your invention. Why? Because see, this publication is available on the Indian Patent Office website. Okay, so why it is available? Because everybody in the country, they can go through this publication and they can have the objection on this application also. That's why we have to publicize invention on the Indian Patent Office. So once you have filed the application in the IPO, then that is after formality check, it is available on the website. Then request for examination. Examination means there is a committee which will scrutinize the application, examine the application, whether it is fulfilling all these conditions, that 3 conditions, novel, non-obvious, useful. And then a first examination report is generated. And then if there are any queries, then applicant has to solve or satisfy that queries. Then this pre-grant opposition means what? Because you have already publicized your invention on the website, any person from the India, they can have the opposition. It is a pre-grant. Your patent is not granted, but still they can file the pre-grant opposition. Then you have to examine this. Then you have to consider this. Okay, and if it is satisfied, then patent is granted to the inventor. And after that, also post-grant opposition means any person can file the infringement or can oppose the patent, and that is in the court. Then that case should be solved in the court. So this is the procedure. This is licensing patent is also important according to section 48 of IPA 1970. So because see, once you have a patent, now many unfortunately many people or renowned professors from the academics, they have the patents, but they have just the patent for the sake of the patent. Means they have 1, 2, 3 patents, but that is not you can say commercialized. So unless it is commercialized, you will not get the benefits of that. So how you can commercialize? You can have the licensing. Licensing means what? You can have a third party, and you can give rights of your patent to that third party by signing an agreement and everything, and then it can be commercialized and you can have the financial benefit of that patent. Okay, so licensing is very important and it plays a vital role in technology commercialization, because just having a patent and keeping that number of patents in your resume will not work. It should be commercialized. It should be useful for the people also. So that is very important. So just to give a scenario, in 2017, actually, 13,045 patents were granted in India. I'm talking about India. And in 2015, twice number is increased, doubled. Now it is increasing day by day because of the awareness of IPR. Many people are now know about the IPR and they are trying to file the patents, copyrights, trademarks, everything. So this is about the top US patent granted. So see the number, 9,262 patents have actually granted for IBM. You can just see Samsung, then Canon, Microsoft Technology, Intel, Apple. So all these are, they are filing the patents. Now, what is the important of invention is, see, this is the very first case. Yes, Ajay sir, you want to say something? Okay. So this is the actually first patent is the world first instant noodles. Okay, so they have actually filed this. It's a Nissan food products in Japan. And when they filed this chicken ramen, it's turned out to be a big hit, because when others have started using this, then they have infringement cases against those people, and they intellectual property by way of patent allowed written exclusively, means they have the rights of this, and others they can stop others using it. Then as I said, there are many IPRs in one product. So you can just give to an example that Coca-Cola formula of Coca-Cola is trade secret, but Coca-Cola is a trademark. Industrial design, the shape of the bottle is design act, under Design Act, it has a it is protected. So copyright is also there, because the text which is written on the bottle is copyrighted. This is another example, CD player, industrial design. You can just see here, means this shape, industrial design, protection for 3D shape, then technical parts. So these technical parts have also protected, then brand name is also protected. So many IPRs in one product, you can just see. These are the some of the examples. This is the industrial design. This is geographical indication. Then in our mobile, there are, I can say that there are hundreds of patents for everything is protected, because if it is a Samsung, if it is an Apple, then mobiles of handsets of this are each and every part of the handset is protected. So other cannot use it. So this is Kolhapuri chappal, then these are the trademarks. So this just to give an example. This is a brief summary of the laws which I have talked just now. So if it is a patent, then what is the maximum protection duration, how it can be renewed, and after renewal also, these are the periods are given. Now see why I have showing this. See, if you have taken the example of patent, the duration is 20 years. But what is happening is that there is also in 3D section of Indian Patent Act 1970, we have made the amendment in this. After 20 years, the invention is not protected and it is available publicly. So anybody can use it. So pharmaceutical companies, what they used to do is they just have the modification in the tablet, and then again they file the patent for another 20 years so that other cannot use it. But this is known as evergreening. Means they are pharmaceutical companies are trying to get monopoly of that product, of that tablet. Okay, so every means after 20 years you cannot actually have the protection of that product that is available publicly, and after 20 years anybody can use it. So that's why these durations are very, very important. So where you can file the patents and trademarks and geographical indications. So I have given you in brief that where are the offices, Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. Trademark registry are available in these cities. Geographical indication registry in Chennai, and the patent information system is at Nagpur. So these are just to give an idea where are the offices. So this is the IP India, Intellectual Property India, ipo.com.in. So the patent office headquarter is here, Kolkata, Chennai, New Delhi, Mumbai. So any 4 of these offices, any inventor can file. What can be the role of this? Strong intellectual property rights protection may be the root of the 21st century economic success. So now from last, I can say that from last few years, actually, people have realized the importance of IPR, and now they have started filing the patents, copyrights, trademarks, and now the 21st century, because see, all the economy of the country depends upon the IPRs, how the IPR is protected. So depending upon that, your economic success will be decided. So that's why now India is also means government is also taken initiative that many people have will file the patents and have the copyrights. So these are the intellectual property rights could play a significant role in encouraging the innovation, product development, and technical change in 21st century. So till this, we have seen the types of IPR, then different IPR laws, and the briefing of these laws. Now coming to the next part of the presentation is career opportunity in IPR. Now many students are interested in this new field of a career, and how you can just go through it. Just in brief 2-3 slides, I will just explain this. Careers in private, corporate, or R&D centers. So IPR is basically in big IT industry also there is a separate section of IPR. Okay, so people are handling the intellectual property of the company, and they can file this. So patent docketing officer, patent paralegal, or patent manager. So all these are available in the corporate offices. Okay, so these posts are available in the corporate offices. So you should have what is the role of intellectual property assets? So identification, patenting, licensing, marketing, reporting. So once IT company file the patent and the patent is granted, then that person should be looking for the scenario that nobody is using it, because we have to keep an eye on that. So managing intellectual property assets is also a biggest task. So all this comes under the roles and responsibility of the patent officer, which is appointed in the IT industry or in any industry. So we have to do is develop appropriate commercialization strategy for intellectual property. So once the company has the patent, then that should be commercialized. So for commercialization, there should have some strategy. So all this comes under the roles and responsibility of that section. Then students can go as an IPR consultant or entrepreneur also. This IPR agent, it is also known as a patent agent. There is a exam for this patent agent conducted by the government of India. And the eligibility is that any science graduate can actually apply for this IPR agent exam. And once they pass the exam, they can register as a patent agent in the IPO, that is Indian Patent Office, and they can start practicing this. They can join the patent attorney. So any law firm, these science graduate who have done the patent agent exam, they can join the patent attorney also. And now here also, just going ahead, another I can say opportunity I can explain to the student is that once you want to, any inventor want to file patent, then searching the patent is also very big task. Means what? Suppose I want to file a patent of a product. Okay, so before filing it, we have to search that whether such similar invention is filed previously or no. And for that, there are various websites. So the job of the person is that search on the website, because on single website, there are thousands of patents, literally thousands of patents. So we have to search all the things, whether similar invention is filed previously or not. Then we can go ahead. Actually. Okay. So searching patent is also one of the important, you can say, job for the students. So here we have finished. Any questions? Somebody is talking in the background. Yeah, Sumit sir, if you want to ask any question, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, hello. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Ma'am, as we are in the era of the screenshots, so say if we are searching something on the internet or the Google, and it is showing some copyright images on that, and if we start that images and then utilizing for its own personal use or the locally, then what will it reach its copyright act or something?
Yeah, got it, your question. Very good question actually. Another person is talking.
Sanjay Tali sir, please mute yourself. Please mute all of you. Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah. So see, Copyright Act, according to the Act, suppose you are using some of the images or some of the material or anything under copyright, but if you are using it for the personal use and you are not taking any financial benefit from that, then the owner cannot have infringement case against you. Are you getting the point? I will just explain in more detail. See, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself so that you can hear my voice. Please mute yourself. Just mute yourself so that you can hear my voice. Yeah. So now, for example, I will give you one example. See, suppose in the Ganpati festival, now yesterday also we started with the Ganpati festival. So in that, suppose one person is singing a song from a famous movie. Okay, in the show in front of the Ganpati, then it's not an infringement because it is just using the song from the movie, but that person is not commercializing it. It is not taking any financial benefit from that. Okay, so in that case, it is not infringement. Is it clear?
So commercial benefit will breach the
Exactly. Yes, correct. If it is a financial benefit, then only infringement case raise.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello, ma'am.
Can we have one question at a time?
Yes.
Or you can just type in the chat box.
Ma'am, you are a host now. Please mute all these participants so that you are only able to mute them. Otherwise, you make me.
No, you can just actually take it back. You can have co-host. तुम्ही स्वतः co-host व्हा sir, म्हणजे तुम्हाला mute करता येईल.
No, madam, there is no facility in this our plan. You just make me the host.
Okay,
so
okay.
that I will manage all
Yeah,
this.
so can we do one thing? I have just a few slides to finish, and then I will just entirely stop sharing the screen. Is it okay?
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Just 2-3 slides are there. So we will have a question answer after just 5 minutes. Okay. So I just wanted to brief about the incubation and startup, just to give an idea. So in incubation centers, where transitory and facilitative assistance is given to the small enterprises or startups. So these are the actually roles and responsibilities of incubation center. So develop and execute a strategy for outreach, hunting, attracting, onboarding deserving candidates. Okay, so incubation center will help the people or students, if it is in the college, to start their own business. So this is the role of the incubation center. Okay, so it will also provide a source of funding, human power, and also market potential. Okay. Then one of the prime objective is encourage the entrepreneurial culture among the young and dynamic professionals. So this is the main objective of the incubation center, and probable steps are given here. Suppose you want to, in Nanded Science College, they want to establish the incubation center. This can be the steps that you, first of all, you have to encourage, motivate students to start with innovative projects. Then identify domain areas, discuss with the students, identify the projects from a group of students, and then you can just have a tie with the industry and try to convert this idea into the product and then go for the filing the patent. So these are the actually sites where you can file the startup. Okay, so there are many Maharashtra government schemes are also available. Okay, so about the startups is nothing but the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Actually, under this you can file a startup. The condition is that it should not be greater than 5 years. Means तुम्ही चालू केलेली कंपनी आहे ती 5 वर्षापेक्षा कमी पाहिजे, and the turnover should be less than 25 crore. So that is the two things, and then you can file a startup in the Startup India initiative. Okay, the eligibility criteria is here. Okay, any business model or technology, you can start with the startup, and there are many more benefits with the startup actually. So just to go through the website, I will just give you, this is the guideline of the website. Just a minute, just a minute. I will show you. Just a minute.
Sanjay Tale, sir, please mute yourself. Sanjay Tale.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
See, this is the site. Okay, this is the site of Startup India. Okay, it's a startupindia.gov.in. So here you can just go and you can file the application. There are many schemes are available, and you can take the benefit of these schemes actually. Okay, so this is all about my presentation. So we have covered the starting from the history of the IPR to the types, then laws, and then how you can file the copyright, how you can file the patent, what are their advantages. In detail, we have seen the career opportunity also we have talked about. And the last part, I have just take it fast actually, incubation and startups and its role in colleges. So this is all about the presentation, and these are the articles written by me which are available on the online. You can just go through it because it's about the important section of Indian Patent Act, about copyright, about imperative tips for patent drafting, because patent drafting is very important, and also about patent licensing. So these are the articles which are available on Google. So that's all about the presentation, and thank you so much for the inviting me for as a resource person for this national webinar. And thank you Kulkarni madam, and thank you Marathe sir, and all the management member. Thank you Gawai principal sir, and all the management members giving me the opportunity to whatever knowledge I have to share with all you all. Thank you so much. So now we can take the question. I will just stop sharing screen.
Okay. Ma'am, please make me host now so that I will manage all the.
Just So your name, sir?
Vishal Marathi.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Marathe sir, can I continue?
1 minute, ma'am. Just 1
Okay.
minute.
Okay.
So that,
You are now
okay.
host,
Thank you,
sir.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Now we can have questions.
Ma'am, can I ask? Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, thank you so much. I am Dr. Rupa Gupta.
Yeah.
Ma'am, actually your session is very informative and excellent. I got all the thing very clearly. Just I want to know your mobile number so that if my college will organize your session on startup and incubation, because we are planned to start a incubation center in our college. I am assistant professor, Department of College, Srimati Radha Devi Goenka College for Women, Akola, Maharashtra.
Okay,
So-
I'm writing in chat box.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you so much.
I have written in the chat box, or I will just give you my email ID also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
you
Thank
can
you.
get back to me.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other question, please?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Kulkarni, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Marathe sir. Thank you, Dr. Jayashree Bengali ma'am, for your intellectual guidance and presentation. It was clear and very simple for us, giving all the details of IPR, especially from the very basics of intellectual property right. You have explained concept of GI, copyright, registration process, layout designs, trademarks, patent law, and how to get grant to our patent, especially. So the most important thing you have explained is career opportunities in IPR. So thank you once again. Now I would like to request Dr. D.R. Munde to introduce our next resource person, Dr. Bimesh MN. So over to you, sir, Dr. Munde, sir.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible, Marathi sir? Hello?
Yeah. So
Okay.
just I can
Yes, sir,
take
yes.
permission of you, sir. If you permit me, I can leave the meet. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thanks a lot.
Friends, first of all, I welcome you all in one-day national seminar on career opportunities in intellectual property rights organized by our college, which is one of the prestigious institute in this region. Friends, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce you today's another eminent speaker, Dr. M.N. Bimesh sir, who is just 64 today, and he has completed. Any problem, sir? Go ahead, sir. Am I audible?
No, yes, you
Okay.
continue, sir.
Okay. He has completed most of his education from one of the well-known cities from southern India, that is Mysore. He did LLM in international law and PhD in media law from University of Mysore. Friends, he has more than 30 years of teaching experience in law and working as a senior advisor in ALMT legal involved in practice. And ALMT is a dynamic and progressive full-service Indian law firm which provides high-quality Indian expertise with international capability since 2007, with special emphasis on patents, trademarks, copyrights, industrial designs, etc. And till date, also he has contributed in legal due diligence, incorporation of companies, etc. Friends, it again gives me immense pleasure to share the information about his biodata. He is a former reader and chairman, PG Department, JSS Law College, Autonomous University of Mysore. Presently, he is Honorable Director, NIALS, Senior Advisor to ALMT, Advocates and Solicitors of Bangalore. He is an IP advisor for reputed institutes like JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, Mysore, JSS Science and Technology University, Mysore, and National Institute of Engineering, Mysore. As a visiting faculty, he delivered his speeches in Indo-German Training Center, Indo-German Chamber of Commerce, Bangalore, School of Law, Christ University, Bangalore, Institute of Company Secretaries, Mysore chapter, and many more. As far as his seminars and workshops are concerned, friends, he acted as a resource person and organized and conducted several national and state level workshops and seminars. Moreover, he is presided over as a judge for prestigious JSF International Law Moot Competition, Stetson Environmental Moot Competition, and such many more occasions. Presently, actually, he has presented various papers on various law aspects of law at seminars and workshops on IP law, corporate law, and he is a co-author of a book, Company Law, which is beneficial for the students of LLB and management studies of Karnataka. Friends, during his academic tenure, he worked as a member of BOS, BOE, Board of Examination, Board of Studies, Academic Council, various universities like Karnataka University, Christ University, Karnataka Law University, Kuvempu University, etc. He is a former chairman of Ethics Committee, Apollo BGS Hospital, Mysore. He has been he had been specially invited on different committees and many more. Friends, in short, it is quite impossible for me to finish his academic biodata in limited words, and without taking too much time, I will request Professor Bhimesh sir, with kind permission from the today's president of the function on IPR, to start his business. Bhimesh sir.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaste sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Sarvan Saprem Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Sarvan Saprem Namaskar. सर्वकाय कुशल मंगल है ना?
Nishit sir, Nishit.
Thank you. This is the little Marathi that I can speak because I was in Mumbai during 1979 and 80 for 1 year. During my career, I was doing my ICAA in Sydenham College, Mumbai. Very good morning to you all. Dr. Gawai, the learned principal of Science College, Nanded. Dr. Vibhati Kulkarni, Dr. Ajay Munde, the very management committee members, Dr. Venkatesh Kabde, Shamal Patke, then Praful Kumar Agarwal, Dr. Marathe and Dr. Gaikwad. Very outset, I seek the blessings of Puja Ramanand Tirthaji, who was the person who was responsible for the establishment of this institution. I compliment the management and principal and staff of this institution for getting accredited A by NAC and the best college award by the Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University. Compliments and congratulations to you all. As I learned about Nanded, it is very famous for the Bidri works, then Imrati sweets, then Tehri veg biryani, like that. Why I'm telling all these things? Because all these things are very much related to our day-to-day life, and we can find intellectual property in all these aspects. So whenever I address my young friends, particularly in the field of law, here is a group today I'm addressing full of knowledge in the field of science and related subjects. And it's my pleasure when Dr. Vibhati, she called me and told me that I should come and address your institution because she attended one of my workshops. I readily agreed for that program because I love to associate with an institution like yours. Having acclaimed so much of significance and importance in your field, my first question to the institution is, how many patents your institution won and how many copyrights your institution won? Because this is a national level workshop. May I? Dr. Gawai, sir?
Yes, sir. Two patent.
Two patents. Wonderful.
Yes.
Compliments to you and all those persons, those who are enjoying that
Thank you,
patent. I compliment to them. Having your existence 67 years, two such patents is very little actually.
Yes.
Because in the present day, if at all any institution is going to be recognized at the global level, it is full of your intellectual ability that you are going to present either in the form of patents, trademark, or copyrights. I hope already the predecessor to me, Dr. Jayashree, has already spoken about the incubation and other aspects. Hope your institution will also come out with successfully with one intellectual property cell, so that you can do wonderful activities in this regard. If you want any assistance in establishing the intellectual property cell, you can write to me. I will definitely help you in this regard.
Yes,
Because probably you might have seen in the advertisements on the television, like the very recent universities like Amity University. They will claim they have got more than 1,000 patents they have filed actually. Being a practitioner in the field of IP, particularly patents, trademark, copyrights, wherever I go, I will insist the institutions to have an IP cell, an IP coordinator, so that the IP activities will take place day to day. That too, yours is a science college. Your institution should burst out with the inventions and innovations, because that is required. Gone were the days that you were claiming that Marathwada was the backward area of Maharashtra. No, those days are gone, because you are in the digital era now. Knowledge or flow of knowledge is not a restriction for you as far as amassing the required knowledge for your creative aspects. I don't think that nobody is backward as far as creative aspect in Science College Nanded is concerned. Both the teachers and the students. You develop that and inculcate that habit among your team. Your institution coming days will have that fame and name at the national and international level, that Science College Nanded is having more than 100 patents like that.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I love
Definitely.
to assist you in this regard, sir. Because wherever I address, particularly the institutions, don't restrict this seminar only for your IQAC purpose and reporting to NAC and your what is that NAC purpose or UGC requirement. That is one part of the story. Apart from that, you should make it as an habit of creating aspects and protecting it as far as intellectual property is concerned. Then only you will institution will always glow actually. That is most important. So having said this introductory aspects, already my work has been lessoned by Dr. Jayashree Bengali. She has told many aspects about intellectual property. I should have come first. Unfortunately, I was having a prior assignment between 9:30 and 10:30. I could not come. That's why I'm coming late. Nevertheless, I would like to introduce you from a legal person's angle, so that how best you can create and protect the intellectual property as far as the creative aspects in you is concerned. My learned wishes to all the teachers and the researchers of these great institutions. I will share what little I know about the subject proper, so that I'll be more happy if you can interact with me in this regard, so that I can share all my little knowledge with you actually. I don't have any tall climb as far as the subject is concerned. Having expertise and a student of law, in particularly the intellectual property since last 2 decades, I thought of sharing a couple of aspects from my end. To start with, to give an overview of the intellectual property rights, I am associated with ALMT Legal Bangalore as a senior advisor. and also the director, honorary director for the National Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, where we impart knowledge about the various aspects of law, including IP. To move on, as already you have been introduced by Dr. Jayashree to the subject proper, still innovation and inventions are going unabated. We don't know how the things are going to influence our life. Can anyone tell me in this audience that doesn't know about this particular gadget like this? Few years earlier, we never heard of it actually. Today, it has become our part of day-to-day life. In our part of Karnataka, the parents used to teach us, whenever we wake up in the morning, we should rub our palm like this, then open our palm and sing Karate, Vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati, Karamule to Govinda, like that. We are supposed to chant the mantra and start the day. Now the concept has been totally transformed actually. So whenever we get up, we will see the first thing is about our phone part. When we go to our bed also, we'll go with this phone. Why I'm introducing this to this particular gadget? Because this particular gadget is full of intellectual property. Being teachers, I would like to know from your end, you are all very much aware of a pen like this. Can you tell me how much of intellectual property items are there in this particular pen, a small instrument like this? 5, 10, 15? If I tell you it has got more than 80 such things in this, you'll be astonished to know. The metal they have used, the plastic, the grip, the color, the name, the rubber, the point, the metal they have used, the ink they have used, the chemical they have used, two-dimensional view, three-dimensional view, totaling up to 70 to 80 IP items in a small pen like this. Then think about a mobile like this, how much of things it will be having in this. Apart from that, think about an aircraft, how much of IP items will be there in an aircraft like that. That is the beauty of the subject. So when you look at this point of view, many things will come to my mind. So whenever I address, I'll bring certain videos for your understanding, so that it will be more convenient in understanding the concept, and also certain slides which will be more helpful you to remember that how the subject can be looked into. Can we start our journey from understanding that what exactly intellectual property right and how it is going to work in our day-to-day life? Shall we? Yeah. The very first slide I'm going to share with you is this famous statement by Pablo Picasso, a Spanish painter and an artist and a sculptor. He said, every child is an artist. The problem how to remain an artist once we grow up. So when we go on developing ourselves in the specific field, the faculty that what you are having, you may not be knowing. In the beginning, you are a child, but you don't know where you are going to land up actually. That's why it's an ongoing journey that we shouldn't stop anywhere. We should go on addressing the issues whenever such creative things are happening within us. Since you already had a opening session and also the first session, I would like to share something very much innovative to you with a video, so that you will be more comfortable in understanding it actually. So that let us have some refreshment here, so that we will be more comfortable with or the innovative aspect that how things are happening around us. Sorry. Friends, don't you think that this video was interesting to us? What that we could find with this video, because with this hollow lamp, they have introduced the entire kitchen for us as menu for us, so that we can have well in advance the view of what we are going to have in a restaurant like that. That is the beauty. That creative aspect has come to that stage now. So where do we stand now? So as I said in the beginning, particularly in Nanded, we from sitting in Bangalore or Mysore, if I want to know about Imarti of the sweet from Nanded, so that you can have it right now in our presence actually with this technology. That is the beauty of it actually. So moving on, there are so many aspects in our day-to-day life. Recently, the Olympics being concluded in Tokyo, both Olympics as well as Paralympics. Our athletes and our players, they played very well actually. One such simple game is tennis. What tennis has got to do with intellectual property? That's the question to you. See, when you want to know about what is there in patents as far as tennis is concerned, the very invention of such a ball launcher, rackets, scorekeeping systems, and nets can receive the patent protection as far as patent law is concerned. So in a tennis game, the very instrument that what we are going to look into that are subjected to so many trademarkable issues like the words, the letters, the symbol, their signs, and the brands on the apparel, shoes, rackets, balls, and advertising spaces can be registered as trademarks. When you come to copyright, the creative works of photos, videos taken during the matches receives copyright protection. Then coming to design, the design of the racket, design of the shoes, the clothes, everything that will come under the industrial design right. And the other one, like your strawberry smell, color, like the different varieties of grass used as tennis court surfaces, or the strawberries consumed at tennis matches can be covered under the plant variety protection. This is the beauty. One simple game like tennis is capable of getting to you so much on plant varieties, design, copyright, trademark, and patents. So you can imagine what all the things that is there in our day-to-day life, that what we enjoy is full of intellectual property. Then how to create it, how to protect it, and how to economically make it good for ourselves to exploit it actually. That is the real challenge of the day. So now two things are there in this particular slide in the screen. One is table tennis, another one is the football. Now my question to you all is, can we play football on a table tennis table? So you must be wondering, this fellow must be mad. Can it be possible? You watch this video, we will understand what is possible for you. This is the table where you can play football on a tennis table like this, table tennis table like this. Watch this video. This is called a stick ball. Don't you think this video was very interesting to you? We don't know the incoming Olympics in next Paris. They may introduce tech ball also. The beauty of this game, when somebody has thought, they created it actually. If football can be played on a table tennis table, that too it may be played within the four walls of a indoor stadium. So also on a a glacier, ice glacier, or on the beach. All the places you can play this game actually. So that is the capacity of creativity of an individual where people are coming out with creative aspects. There is no end for creativity actually. Today you think of it, tomorrow we'll have plenty of it actually. We don't know. We never knew that the webinars will be like this. Sitting at Bangalore or Mysore or some other place, I'll be addressing Nanded. I'll be meeting you all through this technology. That is the beauty of technology. So creativity has no ends. When you create something like this, how to exploit it, how to protect it, that's the biggest challenge for us actually. We have to know the limitations in law or what are the areas within which that we can protect it actually. We'll come to that one by one. Moving on. I am going to share with you another video which we have come across in our day-to-day life. That's also we think creative. But does that creative aspect is going to be protectable under the intellectual property rights, either patent, trademark, or copyrights? You watch this video, then I will share other thing aspects with you. So we witnessed and noticed what is called as jugaad in our technology. What are the creative aspect as far as the tech ball is concerned? What are the issues in a tennis game as far as intellectual property is concerned? That is also called as creative aspect. I hope some of you might have noticed this gentleman, what he has done and what he has created and contributed for the field of his own. His name is Dr. Vishal Rao. He has created something. You watch this video, then I'll let you know that what he has created and how it will be helpful to society. Sorry. That's about Vishal Rao, a famous oncologist from Bangalore. He came out with a simple device at the cost of 50 rupees, which otherwise should have been costed more than 15 to 13,000 for a poor patient. That's the voice box that is going to be there for a throat cancer patient. He did this in his laboratory in the hospital. What he did was he walked into the toy making industry near Bangalore, Chenpatna, the hub of GI toys in India. He asked the artisans to make the small wooden piece so that it will be convenient for a common man to afford for it actually. A simple thing like prosthesis will cost just 50 rupees. It should have been otherwise 15 to 30,000. That's the real contribution of a scientist like you people. You can do it for the society what Vishal Rao did. I will introduce to another great gentleman. He's also an Indian who has done wonderful things as far as the science and technology is concerned. His name is AJ Kumar. Let us see that what he has done.
This is an issued US patent. It deals with limiting the forces in the train. This patent is for improving the wheel slip control. This patent deals with the dynamic. This patent is to recover. This patent is for cranking. This patent is for patent deals. Only two people within GE has more patents than I do. One of them is Thomas Edison. My name is AJ Kumar. I have created over 300 US patents while working as a GE employee. I studied electrical engineering in India. There the emphasis has always been large power transmission equipment. And when I came to US, I studied microelectronics. So during the summer of that year, I was wondering, how do I combine both of these together? And I applied to GE, and the rest is history. I've been involved with all products GE Transportation's worked on, but primary focus is on freight locomotives. Every locomotive that GE produces involves several of my patents. Freight locomotives have been here for over 100 years. Over the last 30, 40 years, it has completely converted from DC to AC propulsion through my patents and additional work by others. I want to say it's all me. My favorite patent is a dynamic weight management system for AC locomotives. Freight locomotives are used to pull heavy freight, and when the rails are slippery, it's difficult to pull freight. So what this does is it dynamically and automatically adjusts the weight on each axle so that it can pull more freight. Problem solving is not an instantaneous thing. It takes many years. For me, ideas come from various sources, but for an idea to develop, you need a problem. If you listen and pay attention to the world around you, there is problems everywhere. And around you, there are lots of solutions too. When I'm mentoring, what I try to teach is to pay attention to the changing world around you and just look at how significant even small changes could be.
AJ has a way of pointing out or conveying the problem in its simplest form. He has a way of asking questions that point you right in that direction right off the bat.
In my 40-year career with GE, I have seen many changes in the freight industry, but as long as there's interesting problems, I'm sticking around.
When AJ Kumar can do it, I believe that all the faculty and researchers at Science College in Nanded can do wonders. I hope today onwards that they are going to take a different step so that you can also contribute to society with your creative aspect. There is no end actually. What rightly said by Kumar, problems will be always there. It is always followed with certain solutions also. Many solutions will be there. Only thing is we have to find it. That is the beauty of that what Kumar has said. I think it is issue is well taken by all the faculty and researchers of Science College in Nanded. Moving on, I am going to share another video with you. at IBM, they are on the top for the 25th consecutive year, having more than 10,000 patents per year. That is the beauty of IBM. And you know that the Indian, Asian and Indian engineers and scientists, they contribute more than 30 to 40% for such growth actually. So persons from your institutions, they are the ones those are responsible for such growth as far as IBM is concerned. So all these videos you watched, how creativity will be there and what should be done. Now coming to the field of law, that how to protect it actually, that's the biggest challenge. All my discussions will start with this particular slide. What you are watching on the screen is the gentleman. His name is Dr. Nedwin Land. And the instrument that what he is holding in his hand is a camera, an instantaneous camera that is in his hand. In those days, whenever you are supposed to take photography, we have seen we had to take a reel in the traditional photographic cameras and put it and take the 24 or 36 frames, then take the film roll, get it washed in a chemical laboratory, then get the negative, then print it on a positive paper. That was the process. Something came to his mind when he clicked a photograph of his own child, that to show an instantaneous thing. Today we are having the technology where you can take a photograph and send it to any part of the world within no time. In those days, the first technology what Dr. Land did is, he came out with a photographic machine that is there on the screen, that is called as a Polaroid camera. That is the Polaroid company took it actually when he made it. That's an instantaneous photographic machine for black and white photography. When you want to sell it, people were reluctant to buy it at that time. In the Boston's Jordan Marsh department store, they're reluctant to take it actually. Anyhow, out of 60 units, when you placed it in the new year of that particular in US year, almost 57 cameras were sold on the very first day itself. That is history. People were so happy to take this camera where you can click it and you can get the photograph, positive and negative together. That is not the end of it actually. He had more than 535 patents when compared to Edison, who had more than 1,097 patents actually. That is the beauty. But that is the technical part. Now coming to the legal part, the real story starts now. You all know about the Kodak company. Kodak company is also popular for photographic materials. They wanted to come out with a color photographic instantaneous machine to be sold in the market, but they were not successful. Of late, they came successful with the color photographic machine. They started selling it in the market. Unfortunately for Kodak, unfortunately for Land and the Polaroid company, most of the steps that was there in Land's machine was copied by Kodak company. Fortunately for Land, he patented each and every step that is involved in that photographic machine. It was protected by law. Then the Polaroid company and Land sued the Kodak company for infringement of their patent rights. Then in the court of law, the Kodak company was asked to withdraw all the machines that is being sold in the market and to pay damages to Land and Polaroid company, and also make good of all the loss that is being made out by selling those photographic machines in the market actually. That is the power of law. So if you do an act without the authorization of the original patent holder, that act will amount to infringement of that particular patent. So before doing anything, you should know that whether anybody is already holding a patent or not. Otherwise, you will not get a right. Only one person in the entire world or one company can have the patent, nobody else. Once somebody having it in India, nobody else can claim a similar patent for that in any part of the world. That is the beauty of law. You make a note of it and I will answer all such questions subsequently. Then moving on, this happened almost 50 years ago. Now back to this another case, the latest one. It was happened last year actually. This company, Apple and Broadcom, were told to pay 1.1 billion in damages to infringing of Caltech's Wi-Fi patent technology. The California Institute of Technology, they had this Wi-Fi technology in those chips actually. That was manufactured by Broadcom. and it has been given to this Apple company for the phones and the laptops and other iPads that what we use in Apple. So one is a direct infringement, another is an indirect infringement. The federal jury in Los Angeles decided that the Apple should pay 837.8 million and Broadcom 270.2 million for unauthorized use of the wireless data technology of California Institute of Technology. The people, they never learned the lesson actually. Copying the technology was there in the time of Polaroid company case also by Kodak. So also by this Apple and Broadcom. Maybe Apple is very popular, but they are also doing the same thing. The same thing happened to so many issues relating to Samsung and Apple as far as the cases are concerned. More than 50 to 60 cases are filed throughout the globe in different jurisdictions between Apple and Samsung as far as the touchscreen technology is concerned. That is the limitation as far as the right of, taking away the right of one particular person who is enjoying the copyright, patent right or copyright by another person without any authorization. That is the beauty of law. Then moving on, the very recent one, next to your own state, that is in Gujarat. There, the Pepsi company, they filed a case against the farmers of Gujarat in the Ahmedabad court for these farmers taking away the right of the Pepsi company against that potatoes. You all seen those Lay's potatoes as well as these finger chips by these companies. This is the FC5 variety of potato that against that the plant variety protection right has been established by this company. They had given the license to few farmers to grow it in Ahmedabad. As we all very well know that your region is also a agricultural part. Whenever some farmers are growing and making money out of a particular crop, the neighboring farmers also will copy the same thing. Here they did it so, but they did so without the authorization of the company, for which the company sued them actually. Fortunately, Government of India and Gujarat government interfered. They asked them to withdraw the cases because they sought almost 1 crore damages from the farmers, those who are unauthorizedly using the potato seeds that has been given to those licensed farmers actually. That is the power of law. When you do an act without the authorization of the right holder, then you will be held responsible for it actually. Then coming to another important area, probably you must be knowing about this particular pop singer. Her name is Taylor Swift. What she did actually, she has a very popular number called as Shake It Off. If you go to YouTube, you will get Shake It Off video. What's special about it actually? The lyrics of this particular song was claimed by two gentlemen, Sean Hall and Nathan Butler. They say it is our lyric in place gone. She has copied it and we have got a right against it. And the modicum of originality and creativity is there within us. She cannot claim it actually. She has been sued in the US court. But in California, the judge took the other view actually. Okay, Baba, you are claiming that it is your work. To claim your work as your work, there should be something originality in your work or some creative aspect in your work. Then the judge decided that neither you nor Taylor Swift, both of you enjoy any such right on that, because what all you have created or what all you are claiming is lack of originality and creativity. So as teachers and researchers, when you are preparing papers, when you are presenting papers, you should know very well that whether do you enjoy the original aspect in that and creative aspect in that. If your stuff is lack of originality and creativity, then automatically you will not get any copyright for your work actually. That's the beauty of copyright law. So we spoke about patents. We moved to plant variety protection of potatoes. Now we thought something about copyright. I'm going to give you another copyright example. You come across this particular photograph. This particular photograph is about that particular monkey, a rare crested macaw monkey in the Indonesian Tangkago forest reserves. One gentleman, Davis later, when he was carrying his camera on his shoulder, when it was switched on, each fell down. Among the monkeys around that, one of the monkey clicked that photograph. That's why it became that famous monkey selfie case. So he had published it in National Geography and other channels and other things. And he received a lot of money out of it, actually, the amount. This was questioned by the group called as PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals in US. No, you cannot claim the right against it because you have not clicked that photograph. That photograph is clicked by that monkey. So you cannot enjoy the right. In reality, it belongs to that animal. Unfortunately for the PETA people, when the matter has been led up in the court in US, the court has said, no, the law has been made for men. It is deemed that monkey was ineligible to hold the copyright for the image. Monkey cannot own the copyright. The copyright rests with the person who owns the camera. Anyhow, subsequently, an out of the court settlement has been reached between these two, and he agreed to pay 25% of the income that what is going to generate that particular photograph is going to give to the welfare of the animals. So this is another lesson that what you have to learn, that whether what is protectable under copyright and what is not protectable under copyright law. Now coming to the trademark world. Trademark world is a work where we live every day with all these aspects. You all know, you have tasted these burgers and all those things in your day-to-day life. Then what's special about these burgers actually, either Big Mac or Super Mac? Big Mac is from McDonald's. Super Mac is from the Irish chain of Super Mac company actually. So they have got 101 or 10 restaurants in Ireland and other places. They are having these Super Mac burgers there. Then McDonald's, they claim, no, we are the one having this Big Mac. They cannot use that Mac term in their name actually. Unfortunately, the claim of McDonald was rejected by the European Trademark Office. No. Super Mac is already established in the market. They are having that chain in Ireland, other places in Europe. You cannot restrict them to use the name Mac. But McDonald's was successful in other cases, like they went to Mac Dental in Australia and Mac Coffee in Singapore. All these places, they were able to stop these people using that particular prefix Mac MC. But same thing happened in Bangalore also. We have got PC Mallappan company. He was also using that M mark in his name. He's a sanitary ware seller. And he was restricted by an international renowned band. Then moving on, we have got something called as trade dress in intellectual property law. What do you mean by trade dress? When you do a thing which is similar to a thing which is already in existence, that is between, in this case, the Britannia Industries and ITC. One is the formative digestive biscuits, another is NutriChoice Digestive Zero. See the color combination, the pouches that is being made, the terms they have used, zero sugar, no maida, zero sugar, no maida, like that. It's a clear indication that one is going to overlap. We call it as paragement actually. So that cannot happen actually. So when you do an act which is imitating to other brand, people will get confused actually as far as these brands are concerned. We call it in our trademark law something called as passing off. Somebody is going to pass off their product in the name of some other person. That is not allowed as far as the trademark is concerned. We call it as trade dress actually. So we understood the trademarks, we understood the plant variety protection, we understood the copyright, we understood the patents. Now my question to you all is, if you don't see a problem with this question, you need this class. Then what is the question? All I asked was, can I patent my copyrighted trademark? What is wrong in that question or what is right in that question? If you say yes, then also you need this class. If you say no also, if you need it, class. You should be knowing that what to patent, what to copyright, what not to copyright, what to get the trademark, what to protect, get the protection and design law. All these things are going to be there for us to understand it actually. Friends, understanding intellectual property is very comfortable for us. And all the four corners have given four photographs. Left hand bottom and right hand top, we have got two things. One is stocks, another gold bar. These are all movable goods. The other thing is left hand bottom and right hand, left hand top and right hand bottom, two building and houses. They are called as immovable properties. So what we are seeing is the in-between one, what is there in the center. That is about the intellectual property. The intellectual property is an intangible, incorporeal property, just like the God. If God is there in Pandrapura, that is statute. God is there everywhere, omnipresent, like that. Intellectual property is everywhere. It is omnipresent everywhere. So we have to protect it. We have to exploit it. Otherwise, somebody will take away our rights. So for us, this is the thing that is required. This is the need of the hour. Anything which is originate from the human mind is called as intellectual property. All we need to know about the IP people, then prospects in IP. Three important aspects are there. Traits. One is creation. The second one is exploitation. The third is protection. Creation, exploitation, protection. That is the need of the hour. Because in our human traits, we have got ability to create, we have got ability to protect, we have got ability to exploit also. But on the contrary, like what happened in Caltech's patents case or this Polaroid company case, there are people in society, they have got ability to manipulate and maneuver, which leads to infringement. We should be very careful about it actually. That's what we do as far as intellectual property is concerned. Then what is covered under IP? Morning, Dr. Jayashree might have told you already about all these things. Earlier, it is called as patents, trademark, and industrial designs. These three were under the Paris Convention on Industrial Property called as industrial property. Then subsequently, under the Berne Convention, the copyright-related rights and trade secrets were added to that. Then they started calling the entire thing as intellectual property. Then all these additional things being added. One is the plant variety protection, farmer rights, semiconductors and integrated circuits, geographical indications. All these things now comes well within the framework of intellectual property. So the first and the prime among that one is the patent. A patent is an exclusive right granted by a country to the owner of an invention to make. Only one person will enjoy that right, but all these rights are subjected to that particular country only. There is nothing like global patent or international patent. If you want to enjoy a patent throughout the globe, then you have to apply in all those jurisdictions. That is the beauty of patent law. So that's why patent is called as an award for an inventor and reward for an investor. Then what is required to obtain a patent? What should be there in your creative aspect? The three main criterions are there. Your created work or your creation should be novel. It should have an inventive step and it should have utility. When you confirm all these three aspects, then automatically you are going to get protection under the patent law. So if you don't have that novelty in your work, then you will not get the patent. Then if you don't have the inventive step, you will not get the patent. So what is most important means inventive step means the process you should show. Somebody went to Sai Baba, not your Shirdi Sai Baba or Satya Sai Baba near Bangalore. You all know that he used to give boons like Vibhuti to somebody, Rolex watch to somebody, gold chain to somebody like this. One person, when he got some Vibhuti from Sai Baba like this, he also did it like this and gave him a gulab jamun. Sai Baba was taken back at a particular time. Then he said, what Baba you are claiming as you have got extraordinary supernatural power, nothing like that. My name is PC Sarkar. What you call a claim that extraordinary power, supernatural power, it is, I call it as Jadu. So in intellectual property law, there is no superpower or supernatural power or Jadu. Intellectual property believes only realistic aspect, that you should have an inventive step. Otherwise, you will not going to get the right. You have to show. When you make your invention open only, they are going to grant you the patent. When you make an application through a complete specification to the patent office, you should write down everything. All your claims, how you arrived at this, what was the earlier background of this, Then only you are going to get a patent. Simply if you go and claim, you will not get a patent at all. So when your invention involves an inventive step, having a product or a process involving an inventive step capable of industrial application, only can obtain a patent. That is the beauty of law. Moving on, there are certain things in India, we don't call it as a design patent. In US, they call it as design patent. This design patent is not for the functional aspect. The non-functional aspect will be given a right. That is called as industrial design in our law. They call it as design patent. Even the smallest invention, like a gem clip, what we use, that got patented actually. For that, in US, they call it as utility patent. So in a design patent, it is for the aesthetic aspect. It may be 2 or 3 dimensional view of that particular product. Then the combination of 1 or 4 features like that. But the design right will not be given to the method or principles of construction. Features are dictated by solely by function, the mechanical device. All these things will come under the patent law, not under the design law. So you should be in a position to know what is there to get it designed, or what is there to get it protected under the patent law, what is there for the copyright, and what is there for the trademark actually. All these things should be known to you. If you don't want to protect under the law, because all these things are subject to certain time frame, because patents will be valid for only 20 years. After 20 years, it will come to public domain. Anybody can manufacture it without your license, not even paying a single paisa to you, like what generic drugs we are having today. That is all patented, but now patent term expired, anybody can do it actually. So then how can you keep your knowledge or creative aspect as a secret or a confidential one? Under the trademark law, trade secret, you can protect it actually. But keeping it as a trade secret is a very difficult thing. Like one such formula is this Coca-Cola recipe. Only 2 persons they know about Coca-Cola. They never patented it. Those 2 gentlemen never moved together at all. Because something goes wrong, an accident happens, both of them will die. That should not happen in case of a trade secret. So as far as trade secret is concerned, you can keep it with yourself. As long as it's possible to next generation, you can pass it. If you don't, then automatically it will be lost within you only. Like many such medicinal values in our country has been lost without being protected. Because the person, those who are aware of all those aspects, they never told the next generation about it. Before that, they died. Then automatically the knowledge with them also is died. That shouldn't happen. That's why the scientists and the researchers in Nanded College should record it and obtain a patent, then pass it to the next generation. Then comes the copyrighted works. As teachers, you should be very careful, because whatever you create for the purpose of your promotion or publication, don't do that actually. Unless you protect it first, don't publish it. If you want to publish it, first protect it, then you can publish it, so that you can claim a right against actually. So what are the things that is there under copyright law? Like literary work, dramatic work, cinematography film, musical work, artistic work, sound recording, all these things are considered as copyrighted works. It's a plethora of rights. That's why we call it's a bundle of rights. Copyright is a bundle of rights. It will be there for a lifetime of the author plus 60 years from that date. You will going to enjoy. Apart from that, from the very copyright, that work, we are going to derive certain things that is called as derivative rights. We call it as related rights, like broadcasting right, performer rights. When Lata Mangeshkar comes and sings in Nanded College, then she has got a special right on that as a performer. If it is broadcasted, then a separate broadcasting right is there for that particular thing. That's about the related rights. Then comes the issue concerning trademark. Today we are all going to be with the brand images only. Now we have got both trademark as well as service mark. So, but the pirated or the spurious versions are available in the market like this. People are being defeated or deceived by the spurious manufacturers like this. See the one. How people are going to take away some popular brands to their credit. Like this Subway has been recognized as Sabjiwala. Starbucks has been taken as Ramu Kaka Ki Chai. Then Adobe has been taken as Adobe. Colgate has been taken as Colgate. Ray-Ban has been taken as Ray-Ban. Like there's plenty of things you are going to find in the market. All these things are very clear case of infringement of somebody's trademark or service marks actually. Then comes the next important aspect is geographical indications. So that's what you are having, as I said, in your case, a Bidri work. It is there popularly. It has got GI under the GILA under the Bidar in Karnataka, and the neighboring state of Maharashtra also, the people will make the Bidri works. Or the horticulture item, food items, agricultural items, handicrafts, all these things will get the protection. India is very popular. More than 370 GIs are there in our country. Karnataka stands the pioneer. 45 GIs are there. It may be Darjeeling tea, Chikmagalur coffee, Rasgulla, Chenpatna ties, Junagadh Kesar mango, Mysore silk, or your Ratnapuri apples, Tirupati laddu, like this. It will be go on adding to that. So if you anything in your region, like what you are having, that Tehri biryani, if you got that specific thing in that, you can get it protected. Or that Imrati, that sweet, that what we call in our area something called as Jahangir, not jalebi. If it is specific to that Nanded region, you can get it protected. It's a societal right. It will not be given to one individual. It is owned by the society or the group of people actually, depending upon the geographical, geophysical, or some other reasons. And that where you can protect your rights actually. That's where the geographical rights will come into your help. So with this, another area I can introduce to you is this plant variety production. Today, with the help of science and technology, we are capable of manipulating the genes itself. The microorganisms also can be protected under the patent law. So that is there under the plant variety protection. A separate law is there for that. You can get it protected. Like already I have shown you FC5 potato that comes under the plant variety protection and farmers attack. Knowingly or unknowingly, our farmers are doing research and creating new varieties of seeds and plants. They can get it protected under the Plant Varieties and Protection Act. Now, what is required for us is, as far as teachers of Nanded and other institutions and other researchers, what we should know about the patent prosecution, what to do, how to go about it. Already, Madam Jashri has told you many things aspect. Then what is there in post-grant opposition, pre-grant opposition, freedom to operate opinions, due diligence of IP rights, portfolio analysis, issue concerning trademark, industrial designs, corporates, everything you should know under the IP. So what I am doing is only the last one, IP education and training. It's an ongoing saga. In 1 or 2 sessions, we cannot tell you anything like that, because we take 4 semesters for our students to imbibe this knowledge in our PG courses. Even that is also not sufficient. As a teacher of IP law, having taught this more than for 20 years, even today my claim is only that I know a little, a fraction in a drop in the ocean. That is the depth of the intellectual property. So you can imagine what is the real importance and significance of intellectual property rights in our day-to-day life. With this, if you follow all these things and do the things, anything can be possible in your life. As rightly said by J.K. Rowling, who is the creator of Harry Potter. She says anything is possible if I got enough nerve. Now you can sing like a song actually, the other one. This is the power of the technology. Being an artist, whether you are young or you are becoming old, you can enjoy these aspects as far as creative issues are concerned. There is no dearth for creative aspects in our life. But the only thing is we should make the right use and right perspective. Otherwise, we are going to land up in the cases like this. Sorry. If you don't do the homework properly, if you don't do the works things, then you are going to land up like this. I hope the message is very clear to you. Dhanyawad. Thank you very much. If you have got any question, you can ask me right now. Otherwise, you can write to me. You can note down my email ID. I love to answer all your queries. Hope the presentations are the presentation what I made is something acceptable to you. I think Vibhati madam is comfortable. She has not made any mistake in calling me to address you people in Nanded from Bangalore.
Thank
so,
you.
Dr. Gawai sir, thank you very much for your invitation. I hope I have done justice to your invitation. Anytime you can call me. I love to come even in person also. I love to visit your institution and try to help you to establish an IPC. Don't stop at only IQAC program. See that
Yes,
I want Science College Nanded will have more such IP activities in coming days, and you will get more patent, copyright, and industrial design from you. Thank you very much. Dhanyawad.
Thank you very much, sir, for your greatness.
Thank you,
your very, very interesting lecture for our audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Vibhati madam.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Just
Thank you,
proceed,
sir.
proceed, madam.
Yeah. Sir, it was a marvelous presentation, and we not only learned various things, but that was actually the most enjoyable moment in our life. So it is opportunity to listen you, and thanks a lot for guiding us and accepting our invitation for this seminar. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Any questions you have, I love to answer. Any audience?
Anybody in the audience who has question, please ask.
Abhishek?
Yeah. So now I would like to request Dr. S.L. Jadhav, sir, to propose vote of thanks for today's national seminar on intellectual property right. Dr. S.L. Jadhav, sir, over to you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Miss, for giving me this opportunity of proposing vote of thanks. I hope that you are getting my voice properly. Am I audible to all of you, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, you are getting my voice. So thank you very much, sir. First of all, I would like to give my sincere thanks for organizing such an excellent one-day webinar on emerging topic IPR. First, I would like to say thanks to our Honorable Principal Dr. D.U. Gawai, sir, for motivating his team to organize such nice webinar. Then I should say sincere thanks to our Vice President of our Nanded Education Society, CA, Dr. Praveen Patil sir, for giving presidential address and inauguration keynote. So thank you very much, Praveen Patil sir. Then I should say thanks to today's both resource persons. First, Jayashree, a Bengali ma'am, and then second resource person, Dr. Bhimesh, M.N. Bhimesh from Karnataka. Both of these resource persons, they have justified this topic of IPR, and we really learn a lot of good things in this related things to the IPR. Actually, we were not very aware about this IPR, but after listening your lectures, We are really happy. We got lot of knowledge, and definitely, as you wish, means science college should go or should take initiative in working in this direction. I hope that our principal, our team, our management, we all will work in this direction, and we will try to get some more patents to our college. I sincerely wants to give to thanks to Dr. Vibhati Kulkarni madam and Dr. Vishal Marathe, both of these organizing secretary and co-organizing secretary. They have chosen very good resource persons for today's webinar. So I appreciate and I would like to give thanks to them. Besides, I should give thanks to Dr. Munde sir for giving a detailed introduction of resource person, Dr. Bhimesh sir. He is not only a man of academics, but also is a man of law. He is also a professional in like a professional engineer. He is a real corporator. He knows a lot of things, how to apply and legal things, how to apply and get IPR. Means he really gave us lots of informative knowledge and ideas. Means Jayashree Bengali madam also, she also taught us a lot of good things to us in today's webinar. With this, I should say thanks to Preeta Borkar madam, then Munde sir, and all participants, students, teachers, and research scholars, and all who have participated from different parts of these states. So thank you very much, sir. Really, what you have expected, we will try to work in that direction. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Marathi sir.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much, Gawai sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, every one of you.
Dr. Marathe sir.
Hi, yes, ma'am.
Sir, with the permission of president of today's program and respected Patil sir and Dr. D.U. Gawai sir, we declare that this seminar is Marathe sir.
Hi, yes, ma'am. Okay. Can I close the meeting, sir?
Definitely, sir.
Okay. Thank you, President of today's seminar, Dr. Praveen Patil sir, and Principal of Dr. D.U. Gawai sir. With the permission of chair, I will close the meeting now. Thank you all.